YouTube, what's good YouTube? It's your boy King back in this thing, and if you guys are new here to the channel, definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate all your support, and I would like to give a special thank you to each and every single one of you guys who shares these videos, leaves a positive comment, subscribes to the channel, is a channel member, donates to the channel, keeps me updated. Thank you to each and every single one of you guys. Nothing goes unnoticed, and we are here today to check out Judge McAfee, I believe, McAfee. Just ultimately another corrupt judge, ultimately. So, you know, another agent of chaos set up to sabotage Trump, quite frankly. And so we're here to break this video down. I will be giving my own thoughts and opinions throughout the video as well as on the back end, guys. And so shout out to Doug in Exile. The link to his video will be down below in the description. This is a reaction channel and we're here to spread the truth. So shout out to Doug in Exile. And with no further ado, let's get right into it.
John McAfee in Fulton County, Georgia, has rejected Trump's free speech claim. We'll get into the headline over at CNN. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. It's not the end. There's a lot more lines for Trump still to pursue, which is fine. And we'll also hear from Steve Sadow, his response to this judge's decision. First, here's the headlines. There's one from Yahoo. Judge rejects Trump free speech challenge to Georgia 2020 election case.
To essentially get the Fulton County election subversion case thrown out on the grounds of free speech. Remember that Mr. Trump and his legal team had argued that they were essentially, Mr. Trump had been making political remarks, political comments, and that they, regarding the 2020 election, that they were not intended to go any further than that, that it was essentially just speech.
And then here at CNN, judge rejects Trump's bid to get Georgia election subversion case dismissed on free speech grounds. So now we know that McAfee isn't going to let Trump off easy. This would have been pretty easy for him to do. CNN and Atlanta area judge on Thursday upheld the criminal indictments against former President Donald Trump in Georgia, rejecting the argument that Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election were protected under the First Amendment, under his right to political free speech. Quote, defense is not presented, nor is the court able to find any authority that the speech and conduct alleged is protected political speech. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee wrote in his order, McAfee's ruling is the latest step inching the state racketeering case against Trump forward. But while Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis has suggested she would be ready to go to trial as soon as August, the judge has still not set a trial date for Trump or his remaining 14 co-defendants in the Peach State.
This looks like more corruption to me. You guys let me know what you think. But to me, this looks like a whole lot of corruption.
So you guys have heard me do videos on Harrison Floyd. He's one of those co-defendants. The decision comes as some of Trump's fellow defendants consider seeking a gag order against Willis after she has made public comments about the case. So this case could continue going even if they remove Fani Willis. I don't think so, but that's another prong of attack. This is going through the court. The other way is to try and use all these boards and oversight committees to remove Fani Willis, and it would take too long to replace her. McAfee's refusal to scrap the indictment comes as the free speech defense has repeatedly fallen short in pretrial wrangling in election meddling cases. Quote, after interpreting the indictment's language liberally in favor of the state as required at this pretrial stage, the court finds that the defendant's expressions and speech are alleged to have been made in furtherance of criminal activity and constitute false statements knowingly and willfully made in matters within a government agency's jurisdiction, which threatens to deceive and harm the government, McAfee wrote in his order issued on Thursday. I don't see how he can make that claim. I think it's a real overreach and a real problem.
That, like I said, more corruption. So you mean to tell me that everybody else can have free speech except Trump? That's absurd.
Question is, if this whole thing's about Trump's free speech, about what he said, the question is, did he do any damage? Did he undermine an election?
A judge has ruled that actually it was not just speech. It was not just free speech protected by the First Amendment.
How can you protect free speech if you can say that the speech damaged someone? The speech doesn't actually make anyone do anything because everyone's still free to not do it. How do you explain the millions of people that didn't do what Trump said, or if Trump went to Raffensperger and said, find me these votes, find me those missing votes? Why did he not do it? Because it proves that Trump's speech does not force someone to do anything. So how can he be criminally liable. McAfee previously rejected similar First Amendment challenges from other defendants in the Georgia case, federal election interference case. This is on a whole different court case up in Washington, D.C. Judge Chutkin, Tanya Chutkin, also heard and rejected the argument that Trump's actions should be considered protected political speech. I think this makes grounds for it to go up to the Supreme Court. We got to find out how much political free speech you have. Can you deny an election, or can you disagree with the results? The Fulton County District Attorney's Office declined to comment on Thursday's order from McAfee. Trump's Georgia lawyer, Steve Sadow, and we have a tweet from him in just a minute, said in a statement that Trump and other defendants respectfully disagree with the ruling and will explore their options. Okay, and then here's a real quick ending of that CNN article. Donald Wakeford, a Fulton County prosecutor, said the First Amendment argument should be heard by a jury rather than decided in pretrial motions, which is like deciding on it before it even goes to court. He also insisted Trump was charged because his election lies were, quote, employed as part of criminal activity with criminal intentions, unquote. And I don't see how you can say that this is a crime, criminal activity, nor can they know his intentions were that he knew it was a crime. That's the whole point of asking the question. He's saying, like, who actually won? How can that be a crime? How can they know his intent was to do something illegal? Projection, Your Honor. And then here's Steve Sadow on Twitter. My statement as lead defense counsel for President Trump in the Fulton County, Georgia case, we respectfully disagree with Judge McAfee's order, in parentheses, refusing to dismiss the indictment, and will continue to elevate our options regarding the First Amendment challenges. It is significant that the court's ruling was without prejudice, as it made clear that defendants were not foreclosed from again raising their as-applied challenges in the appropriate time after the establishment of a factual record. So that's going to wrap this thing up for now. Just that one part of this case. Trump has many other defenses, but this one did not work. Steve Sadow is going to elevate this, which really it does need to go to a higher court. We need to make these decisions. I believe it probably needs to be decided by the Supreme Court. So hopefully this goes up there because I want my free speech protected. What do you guys think? First of all, is McAfee a straight shooter or is he dishonest? My sense is he's trying to be as safe as possible. And then
I think that he's McWussy, Judge McWussy, as stated before, quite frankly, because when I look at him, I'm keeping in mind he's extending lifelines to Fani Willis, and this is somebody who's trying to sabotage Trump. And then, if I'm not mistaken, he's also sabotaging Trump with the free speech. To me, it's like, whose side are you on? Because it looks prejudiced or biased, which I would say both of them, really. To me, you guys let me know what you think. I definitely think that he may have some disdain towards Trump. No matter how great or small, I definitely believe that there may be some disdain for Trump from Judge McWussy. And I mean, McWussy. And so it definitely looks like that throughout all around. So if this thing gets taken to Supreme Court, they can't play these reindeer games over in Supreme Court. But if it's still like at this level, they're gonna sit here and just continue to have Trump go through loopholes and go up and down and left and right and diagonal all over the place and just throw him all over the mat. So, yeah, prayers out to President Trump, man.
Does this go to a higher court? That's the other question. Say McAfee a straight shooter or is he dishonest? My sense is he's trying to be as safe as possible. And then does this go to a higher court? That's the other question. You guys have subscribed to the right channel.
So there you have it. Shout out to Doug in Exile, man. It's really crazy.
John McAfee.
It is really crazy. The link to his video will be down below in the description. I definitely can see the judge playing it safe as possible, but that to me is spineless activity. Like, you have no backbone to be out here, trying to play it safe. And really, why is he playing it safe? So was he paid off? Did somebody get in his ear? What's really going on? Okay, that's my question. Why is he being feather-footed on this situation? And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but then again, I'm gonna be harder on Trump, and It's just too much. It's too much. You guys let me know what you think. These are my own thoughts, commentary, and opinions, but that's that. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for all your support. Peace.